the Japanese heavy metal glam band Lovebites, you gotta love that name, came to the Echo Lounge in Dallas, Texas on September the 8th, 2024. Now this is the all-lady heavy metal glam band from Japan. And unlike some bands from foreign lands, they all sing in English. Now, I do not speak Japanese, so I'm going to screw up every name in this band of every member at least once or twice or 3 times. Whatever. Anyway, I was there and this is how it went down. My mind was totally blown as I drove past the Echo Lounge in Dallas Sunday night. I was showing up nearly an hour before the doors even opened. And there was already a huge crowd gathered, standing in line. Okay, I guess I wasn't the only one in North Texas who was all excited about seeing the band Lovebites live in concert. I was pretty stoked about seeing the all-lady glam metal band from Tokyo, but I was also curious about what kind of crowd the formally dressed rockers from Japan just might attract. Okay. Now, as I took my place in line, I saw a bunch of gray-haired, balding, middle-aged dudes decked out in black metal concert shirts. I nearly thought I had stumbled upon an Ozzy Osbourne show or something like that. Not only that, but I quickly discovered that a Lovebites show is not the place to meet women. In the entire crowd, I counted, like 10 females, and I'm pretty sure a few of them were couples. This was certainly a guy's night out. Old guys, that was. Now, the crowd might have been decked out in black t-shirts, but the quintet from the land of the rising sun took the stage in white formal wear. Indeed, these girls looked like they had just come from their senior prom. Now, Wikipedia calls their music power metal, but there's a certain theatrical vibe going on there as well. As singer Asami, the vocal enchantress, belted out the lines of such songs as The Hammer of Wrath and Judgment Day. Her voice flew off the scale. Although she was doing the heavy metal thing for the evening, I felt as though she could have launched right into the Phantom of the Opera at any given time. Have some fun with us, Asami cried out. As she told everyone to put their hands in the air, the venue was filled with old, wrinkled, pasty arms pumping their fists. Now, one time she screamed out, "Jump!" Such sent the crowd into a jumping fit for a good, 5 seconds. Yeah, we'll all be feeling that tomorrow. Although Asami had an operatic voice and held quite the stage presence, her voice did seem to disappear a few times. Then again, just how much power metal and theatrical glam can a girl belt out in one evening? Now, the screaming guitars on stage were well accounted for, though. Indeed. Maeko, the guitar virtuosos, never seemed to smile much, but her guitar was certainly there for the party. And the way the little lady was shredding, she didn't have to smile. Oh no, Maeko was playing her fingerboard with such talent, I had to wonder if she was related to the late great Eddie Van Halen. Now, I didn't see a family resemblance, maybe a distant cousin, who knows. Now, on the other side of the stage was her string-bending partner, Midoriya. the guitar goddess, and she had the power stance down and the smile too. In fact, she and the bass player, Fema, looked like they were having a blast. I almost expected them to go for a stage dive and join us all at the bar. Although the screaming guitars were hard to ignore, the girl behind the drums got my attention. Rona, the drum dynamo, was killing it on the skins. Such led me to believe that both late drummers John Bonham and Keith Moon had reincarnated into a Japanese woman. Wow, who would have thought? As Asami invited us to join her in a little sing-along, raise some hell, a mosh pit of two broke out next to me. Okay, so maybe there were at least 2 people in the crowd that were still young enough to mosh. But it would take more than a mosh pit to take my attention away from the stage as Asami belted out the song, We the United. Such a tune brought Maeko and Midora together at center stage for a little duo shredding. Shredding that ended with a fist bump. That's my guitar up there. Now, as the concert came to an end, Maeko finally smiled and Asami screamed out the love as the band took a selfie with the Dallas crowd in the background. Now, they all said they loved us all, but I could only imagine what those girls were really thinking. They were probably thinking, wow, don't we have any young fans in this country? Ooh. I realize I mispronounced everybody's name in that band at least 5 times. But the one name you need to remember is Lovebites. That's the name of the band. They are an awesome live band. If you see them on YouTube, they're playing in Japan. They're playing like large venues. I saw the Echo Lounge in Dallas, which is a pretty small venue actually. So if they come to your town, make sure you check them out regardless of your age. That is a great show. And life's short. See more concerts. See more concerts.